Success is in my arm reach. They downplay my accomplishments, it's written in the concrete. My stones is VVS, look like they fresh about the laundry. The way they soaking wet gon' make a mess of a tsunami. The Fetty hit the streets, it turn the fiends and Nazi zombies. I'm staying out the way, toes in the sand, heading to palm trees. My mind is on another level, way beyond the 5D. You dummy, they killing you with that 5G. You won't never see me crying.
Let's go, guys. And so this what if will be, what if Naruto inherited the Uzumaki clan legacy? And so Naruto in this one will have a bloodline and a clan fighting style. And so this is an idea by Mr. Just Ease. If you commented this, thank you for the idea, and I'll be using it for this what if I'm about to say. And so yeah, so the Uzumaki fist, whirlpool fist, or flowing fist is short to medium range attacks and blocks. And so I'm gonna just add on to this. So basically, Naruto can store the kinetic energy from anything. That's basically him, like storing it, and so he could release it in attacks. So if you read manga, this is manga. Well, this is one of Deku's quirks. New quirks. I don't care. Spoiler alert. If it's one of Deku's new quirks called he can basically store kinetic energy, and so it's like that ability that Naruto uses. He just stores kinetic energy and releases it out. And so into attacks, and so but it uses a lot of chakra, as him storing it is using chakra in itself. And so Naruto's second or his bloodline is called radiation. By combining lightning, fire, and wind, this element controls the heat and radioactivity of substances at a molecular level. By controlling the heat and particle transfer to a subatomic level, users of this ability is subtle to but powerful attacks that in early stages are fatigued and sterilized victims, and in their highest and unstable stages create reactions, basically catalysm. And so this KK Genkai is called Hoton. Hoton. Yeah, it's that. And so it's very, very, very strong. And yeah, it's very strong. It's basically radiation, but it's like he can create like radiation bombs, you could say, made out of radiation. And let me give you like a description, because sometimes my Kekkei Genkai I feel like is be confusing you guys, and you guys don't really understand what it is. So yeah, so it's basically like this huge, I'm gonna say, orange ball of like lightning sparkling out of it. I'm gonna put it into a ball vision. It's basically like a orangish reddish ball of lightning sparkling around it with wind glistening. As when it gets sent from like let's say Hooten style or radiation style, nuclear great, or I'll make it up, like fireball or something. I don't care. And so this allows Naruto to shoot it, and it goes at high speeds. But there's a weak side to this Kekkei Genkai, and that is it uses a lot of chakra, more chakra than Naruto's usually uses. And so yeah, and so let's get into this. As Naruto doesn't awaken, well, actually, Naruto's looking at the skull ceilings. After he learned the shadow clones, he put his hand on this next page, but something happens. Something pops out of the scroll, and he takes a look at it, and it shows a huge spiral, the one that's on his flat jacket, and or his jumpsuit, and the back or like and it's a scroll. So as he opens it, he sees everything, but this scroll is unique. Only an Uzumaki can read it. The Uzumaki had a certain language. So you know, like how the Ohara or the people from Wano, yeah, Wano could only read the one thing to get to the last island. Yeah, that's basically what's his name? I mean, what I mean? Oh, it's basically like that, and so Naruto can only re-have it since it's ancient script of the Uzumaki. And so now Naruto beats up Mizuki the same way, but keeps the scroll, as he has the scroll and stuff. But yeah, but he hasn't awakened the Kekkei Genkai yet. And so Naruto looks into the scroll to see it's a taijutsu fighting style as he starts training with it, thinking the fighting style is cool. And so this teaches Naruto how to store his kinetic energy. So basically, the strenuous Naruto's going through, he basically uses that as he just absorbs it. As when a week passes, as everything basically goes the same. I don't see the difference. He once he kisses Sasuke and he kidnaps Sasuke. He drinks the bad milk and stuff. And so now it's the bell test. As he attacks Kakashi early, and so he just waits for Kakashi. And so now we can finally get into it. And so as Naruto runs at Kakashi with his taijutsu, as he's punching Kakashi, he's trying to hit Kakashi, but he can't hit him. And so he's using a lot of energy though. And so right when Kakashi gets behind like Naruto, something hits like a ding, a click, or whatever you want to call it. It's like a signal that he reached the max kinetic energy his body could handle. And so Naruto looks behind him at Kakashi, who thinks, "Uh-oh." And so then Naruto releases all this kinetic energy, which a huge wind behind him and power hits Kakashi in the face, knocking him back. But Kakashi disappears into a log. But as the punch goes into a couple of trees, knocking down trees, as Kakashi was amazed, what's that power? And so as Naruto pins heavily, as he released tons of his energy and some chakra, as he thought, did he like store his strength or something? Because a normal strength doesn't have that punch. Not even Tsunade's has wind under it. And so yeah, this is amazing. Right? And yeah. And so now Sasuke fights, or well, Kakashi knocks out Sakura as Kakashi caught Naruto as. Do you really want me to explain? He caught Naruto for in like his traps, and so he knocks out Sakura and Sasuke. And Sasuke had their fight with Sasuke able to touch his bell, but it's not really much in my opinion. He doesn't do much, but amen. It's still progress, you could say. In a way, it's progress. It's still progress. You can't get mad at progress. And if you're mad at progress, you can go eat, or kick rocks. Yes, you can go kick rocks. Sorry, not sorry. And so, as Naruto is getting ready for well, he gets tied to the log as Sasuke offers him his lunch. As Naruto as Sasuke gives Naruto his lunch, and Sakura offers hers. And so they pass by what Kakashi says, and Naruto is excited by this and is hyped. And so he goes home and he goes to look at this scroll as he thought that power was so strong that he used or he executed. And in the scroll on the next page it lists see if you have this power or Kekkei Genkai. It is called radiation. It's called radiation as it's very, very, very powerful. And I'm about to look at my notes to see what it's called. It is called Hooten or Houston. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what it's called. And if you get mad at me for that, go kick rocks. You know what I mean? And so yeah. And so now they're starting D rank missions as Naruto trains more, and then he eventually is able to actually try to practice this Kekkei Genkai as the first step told him to try the radiation ball jutsu. Yes, radiation ball jutsu. As Naruto been training it for the months that they've been doing D ranks, as finally the day before the eventual C rank, he gets it. Yes, Naruto gets it. As he is able to get it done, as the radiation ball goes through the tree, as then when it explodes, a a huge crater was there in its wake, as it basically did like so basically when it eventually exploded, it released tons of tons of radiation. And if this actually hit a person with radiation, their body would get stunned for a couple of seconds, like what lightning does, and their body will be significantly weaker in the fight, but the paint will eventually wear off. But it's nuclear energy, and I don't want a person getting cancer mid fight against Naruto, so I'm not gonna have that. Yeah, and yeah, you get like cancer or something. Yeah, I think you get cancer from radiation. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure though. So yeah, yeah, I'm not sure though. I'm not very sure about that. But do not quote me. Yes, do not quote me. Yeah. And so Naruto he is very uh been very training hard. So Haruzen notices and Kakashi notices the big difference in how Naruto's way stronger than he should be. As Kakashi's still wondering how he was able to store all that in energy or something, or use that much power. And so Naruto, yeah, now it's Wave as Naruto begs to go. As now for Wave Naruto, he, when the Demon Brothers attack, he's scared. He's still scared. He still hasn't been in a high situation. But to overcome this, he cuts his hand and he cuts his hand and he just gets ready. Like he's ready now. And so this is very good for Naruto as he's very happy about it. About it. And so, yeah. And so with Naruto now, he is ready to go. As now they leave, and as Zabuza attacks them, as when Zabuza attacks them, or when Naruto and Sasuke team up against Zabuza, Naruto when he's about to hit the water, he says radiation style, radiation ball. As Zabuza, not knowing what that attack is, tries to dodge, but as he lets go, Kakashi dodges out the way too. But Kakashi sees that this isn't a normal attack as he does a replacement, but Zabuza isn't thinking the same thinking Ginny's attack can't be that powerful, but when the radiation ball exploded, it's done Zabuza at like as Kakashi in the trees watches as Zabuza got to his knees coughing out blood. As he barely gets up, as he combs his body and thinks, "You brat!" As he charges at Naruto, using a lot of strength. As Kakashi appeared out of nowhere, stabbing Zabuza in the stomach. As his Sharingan glows to life and says, "You won't touch a hand on my students." He glared at him. As as Kakashi and Zabuza got into their fight, which makes Zabuza even more hurt than he already is, and he's getting a bit sluggish in their fights. As Naruto's attacked weakened Zabuza by at least 5%, and 5% is way more than enough for Kakashi to body Zabuza bad. And so Zabuza gets injured even more, making Kakashi the winner of the fight. And Kakashi doesn't pass out, but he can't walk on his own. And so when the Hunter Nin comes, yeah, Kakashi just walks on Naruto and Sasuke's shoulders as he needs time to recover, as Zabuza needs a lot of time to recover. As as they get the plasma energy out of Zabuza that was making him weaker, as they were able to heal him. And well, Haku was. And so Naruto and Team Seven trains as Kakashi asks him what's that ability, and 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 Naruto said, "Well, I got the scroll and it's cool, and it taught me this jutsu." And so Kakashi takes out his Sharingan and says, "Can you show me this jutsu?" As Naruto does it, but Kakashi can't copy it. He can't copy it. And Kakashi shot. This is a KK Genkai, he thought. As Naruto gets excited, a KK Genkai like Sasuke's, and Kakashi nods and Naruto grins and thinks, "Awesome." And so Kakashi nods and says, "Well, I guess there's two KK Genkai in the team." He smiles. And so Naruto nods, and Kakashi in back of his mind thinks, "Huh, Naruto's a KK Genkai. It's it's well, it's not the chains like Kushina-sama, but I don't know." He thought. And so, yeah, as they go to work on their chakra control, as they go to master it in a good way. As it took as it didn't take long actually, as Naruto trains in for the week, and so then the week after they worked on walking. This video was made in collaboration. As the water walking was very good for Naruto, as it trained his chakra control. As they both, as the team worked on that for 2 weeks, as Zabuza got got hurt even more than he should have been due to Naruto's attack. And so Naruto meets Haku in the woods. And so yeah, and so Haku says, "So this is the ninja that hurt Zabuza-sama." He he thought. And so Naruto saves Inari from the bandits, and he has the same argument that he did with Inari. And so Inari gets inspired and goes to help the people in his village, as he is excited and wants to help people in his village. And so Naruto appears, and he helps Sasuke fight Haku. As Naruto, when Haku takes down Sasuke, his body starts to radiate an orange glow. As as Naruto went through hand signs fast, as then he says, as he says, "Radiation style, radiation stormed." As as in a huge breath, tons of uh electrical fire and wind blew out at Haku's mirrors, as as they evaporated. yes, evaporated as huge steam appeared in the air. As when it touched, it evaporated. As his eyes are glowing red. As the Naito's chakra amps this bloodline, as it makes the jutsu more lethal. As then Naruto rushes at Haku, basically grabbing Haku by the throat, and it is about to kill him, but his max falls off as Naruto's face turns to normal. As he sees Haku, as Haku sacrifices his life for Zabuza-sama, as he says, Zabuza-sama, I died for you. As Zabuza thanked Haku for his sacrifice, but he says, I don't care. You died pitiful, weak link. And so as Naruto gets angry and says, is this how you treat Haku? Is all he means for you? That's just sad. And so Zabuza says, I don't care. He died like a brat. He always will be one. And so Naruto is angry and he's mad at Zabuza. And so yeah, I mean that's just how it is. And so now Gato comes, kicks Haku as Zabuza gets his taught no jutsu as he just kills Gato and his men, dying in the action. But Kakashi is proud of Naruto as he uses bloodline wonderful, and later they learn Sasuke awakened his bloodline as he and Naruto revealed to the team about his bloodline, as Sasuke and Sakura were shocked, but Sasuke is more motivated into making into showing Naruto that his bloodline is way better. As Naruto also worked more on his taijutsu style, which is getting better every day he uses it. As the stronger his body gets, the stronger the kinetic energy gets. As you catch my drift. And so yeah. And so now it is the end of this part. And the next part will be the tuning exams. And so yeah, I'll let the video go for about the 30 more minute part, 30 minute mark. And so yeah, if you just want to watch with no sound really, be my guest. And so yeah, see you guys later and love you and see you later, alligator.